Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Everybody, welcome into the Auburn Blitz live on location at the Kart Source. As you can see right here on the screen and right behind Faith, one of the golf carts here. I just kind of did a pan for everybody online before we got on the air on TV. The Kart Source located in Dadeville, Alabama, right here on Highway 280. You see the sign. It's so convenient to get to, and it's so convenient for you to come in here, buy a golf cart, put it on your trailer, and get out of here.
Yeah, they just had a huge trailer come in.
Massive.
I don't even know how many golf carts that can fit on there, but there were a ton. So lots of new golf carts that are coming in all the time, lots of golf carts exiting all the time.
Well, they sell so many of them here, they have to bring new ones in because they wouldn't have anything left. But Harrison has a great inventory here at the Kart Source. We know a few of you have come in and said you saw the ad here on Auburn Blitz, and so that's why we love to be here. It's a great place. One of our non-food places. Most of our places on location we're eating. So
thank goodness.
But
because
here we get to have a little recreation.
We do.
So still have a lot of fun here. We'll talk more about the Kart Source as we move along. Hey, it's a big day. Auburn, I don't normally start with golf, but Auburn golf at 425 today, Faith, is going to go for a national title. It'll be the second one in 3 years. Things didn't end the way they wanted it to in the SEC championship. They won stroke play, didn't win match play. Well, they're one match away from winning the best match play that you can win, and that's win the national title against UCLA. And they went up against the defending national champs in Oklahoma State and beat them 5-0. I mean, just completely dominated. And as you and I were talking over the last couple of days, Josiah has done a great job of really kind of taking the bar or taking the baton and running with it. What about Riley too, man? He's done such a great job, and Logan Riley's done a phenomenal job as a freshman coming in and doing it. And that was the same exact lineup Oklahoma State had last year that won a national title. They didn't score a point. Yeah,
unbelievable. And what do you have to say about these freshmen that are coming in and absolutely dominating?
And that's what they are. I think that's kind of what really makes you just kind of scratch your head a little bit and go, man, these guys, if Jackson Coyven does decide to come back, some of this team, it's not going anywhere because they've had to rely on a lot of freshmen already this year. They're just so much more mature playing than their age. And again, they put Auburn in a position to win a national title. And hey, look, what can you say? This is an awesome opportunity. It doesn't come around very often, but this will be the second time in 3 years that Auburn will compete. And they knocked Florida State off two years ago. They'll go up against a UCLA team that also has done really, really well, but they knocked off Arizona 3.5 to 1.5. And in that first round matchup, you had Stanford only scored 1.5 against Auburn. So Auburn's really dominated their two matches. And then UCLA, hey, look, this is a blessing, I think. Knocked out Texas. Texas has been phenomenal all year, and they beat them 3-2. And so excited for Coach Kleinert, who's a really good friend of ours and been very good to us here on our program. Man, we'll be glued to it at 425. Let's see what happens.
There's no question about it. So starting at 425, you've got Logan Riley matched up with, I don't even
Hey, go ahead and try that one.
Alex
Papayanu. So
yep. And then at 435, Jake Albert versus Tyler Laurie. At 445, Jackson Coyven versus Baylor Larrabee.
Yep.
And then 455, Josiah Gilbert versus Josh Kim. And at 505, Caden Pope versus Kyle Ann. So,
and look, we talked about Caden up until this point, kind of struggling a little bit. When you go back to the semifinal against Oklahoma State. Really, I mean, won 3-2 there in match 5. So was 3 up with 2 holes to play, won that one. Josiah was up 4 with 3 to play. And Logan was up 7 with 5 to play. And that's what ended it. Auburn was leading. Jackson was leading his by 1. And then Jake was also leading his by 1, which obviously says, look, you win 5-0. But dominating performance against the same exact lineup Oklahoma State won the national title with last year. So anytime you can win a national championship in anything, it's big.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's, the women in tennis were on the verge of winning a national title, didn't quite get it done against Texas A&M, but, man, what a great run they had. It's the best run. Auburn baseball is sitting in a super regional phase with a chance to go back to Omaha. They're 2 wins away. They've got Ole Miss coming in this weekend. Obviously, we're going to talk way more about that on the show. But one of the SEC teams that Auburn didn't play this year. They played a lot of them, most of them with the way the schedule kind of plays out, but didn't even see them in the SEC tournament. So, hey, it's a fresh look for both of these teams as we move into that. And then the heater that Auburn football's on right now in recruiting. So, Lord help, we've needed. Maybe this has been building up for a long time because, boy, we've been through it since fall with another coaching change in football and all the other different things that have gone on with Auburn athletics. It just seems like right now Auburn is kind of on stage for the right reasons.
I think so. And it also goes back to what has been the difference in a lot of these programs. And if you look at golf and baseball specifically, you've had a consistent coach who has produced consistently good teams.
And basketball, too. Let's throw basketball in. Up until this year, yep.
But, well, let me get there, though.
Yep.
But those 2 programs that have had consistent coaches, then you go over to football where you have a new coaching change. Honestly, if you look in the last 5 years, you've had 2 other coaching changes.
Right.
So then basketball, you have a coaching change there. Your program kind of is, wavering a little bit after all this success that you had with another prominent, consistent Auburn head coach.
Right.
The success comes from consistency, and it comes
100%.
from the same repetition that you have with coaches, enforcing the same kind of rules, enforcing the same kind of morals, standards, all that kind of stuff. And if that is going to be what Auburn football and now basketball too can start to have, that's where it seems like the success will come. And it will come along with, the coaches being there and being a part of the program for at least a couple of years.
Well, yeah, and I think football may be the toughest position because of so much turnover, but something is being said and something is going on for these recruits to say, I believe in Alex Golesh. And look, I know the easy thing is go, oh, well, I do while they're believing they're paying them. Well, Auburn paid a lot of money the last couple of years. And that roster last year was one of the best rosters we've had. It was one of the top tier rosters in the SEC. What kind of results did you get from it? My point in saying that is that you've talked to these kids. We've been on the road. We've seen them. There is more than just money. Like, I'll use Isaac McNeil as an example. Georgia came in late. You don't think they threw a bag at him? Who's had more success in the last 10 years? Obviously, Georgia has. It would have been extremely easy for Isaac McNeil, who literally just come off a visit with Georgia when we went down to interview him, to say, man, Georgia, they come in the last minute. They throw all this money. It was really a 2-horse race between Auburn and Florida, but now Georgia comes in, flexes its muscles. But Isaac McNeil goes, and it's not that Auburn's not paying him well, too, because they are. But if you're trying to just go off who had the better program and where you feel like you can get more success, the answer to that, if it was just superficial in money, is to go to Georgia. But he decided not to do that. You see another player, Myson Johnson-Cook, who was committed to Miami, who just played for a national title, to flip his commitment to come to Auburn, who has lost for 5 consecutive years. Something is in the water. Something's going on that makes these kids, outside of the money, believe they can come there and that Auburn is on the verge. If they get the right things going, they can win just like these other programs.
Can I say something that kind of contradicts what you're saying?
Please.
You had the Freeze 4 come in, and you thought that Hugh Freeze was changing everything at Auburn, and he was, going to create this unstoppable offense that has such great talented receivers and running backs, and you're going to bring in a quarterback that's going to change everything. That doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Why are these kids still deciding, hey, I saw that in the past, I see that you guys have a new coach, but who's to say that's not going to happen with me here, and I'm not going to waste 2 years like they did?
To go in the line with what you just said, it's because Hugh Freeze is not the coach. I mean, he's not the coach, and most of that staff is gone. So, it's like kind of going into a school and saying, okay, that graduating class wasn't very good, so every graduating class in the past wasn't very good. That's an unfair comparison,
right?
Because what one group does, you can't, and I hate to use judge, but you can't judge what one group does based on what somebody else did in the past. It's a clean slate. It's a new energy. And now also remember this, a lot of these guys, Faith, just didn't get started to be recruited by Auburn. They've been recruited for 2 or 3 years. They've been around the other coaching staff. Now they're around this coaching staff. So whatever is being done, whatever perception they're receiving from this new group, they're going, I like it. I heard what the other group was saying. They were saying all the right things. They had a chance to show it on the field. It didn't happen. They wiped the slate clean at Auburn. I like what I'm hearing and seeing from this coaching staff.
And how many people want to be a part of something new? That also goes into it, of guys that want to be a part of a program that they believe in, that they can help turn around.
I think, and we're up against the break, so we'll come back and continue to talk about this, but I think it's the chance to go set your own path, not to follow somebody else, not to go, I want to be the next so-and-so. Go be the guy that turned the program around. Go be the guy that you don't think Cam Newton obviously is kind of an outlier example, but Auburn had been, in some mediocre years, had a coaching change there. Seems like that's what we say about every 2 years. But anyway, you bring in a guy who was at Florida who needed a second chance, that went to JUCO, got messed up on some stuff as a freshman, and he went to Auburn, and he will go down long after all of us are gone. That statue's going to be outside that stadium. And he made his own path, and he brought Auburn back and gave Auburn something it hadn't had since 1957. So when you look at it from that perspective, go be your own person, And he started at Florida. I get it. And he was behind Tim Tebow, and he followed that path, but then he found another path. And so I think for a lot of these kids, what you said is, hey, who doesn't want to be part and look back on just like those Pat Dye teams in the early 80s that brought Auburn back to prominence? I can name off most of those rosters right now. I can't remember what I did 10 minutes ago, but I can list almost all of those rosters from the early 80s, because those guys, they entrenched themselves in bringing Auburn football back to prominence. That's what these guys can do here in the next 2 or 3 years. They can come in and they can vault Auburn back to the top of this league.
And I think Tubbs just really kind of summed it up. The difference with these guys is they fit a culture, not just stars.
And I think, and we'll talk more about that when we come back, they're going after guys and pursuing guys that fit this program, just like Tubbs said, not just athletically and need-based, but somebody that fits the environment of what they're going to be in. So, all right, we're up against our first break. We're on location at the Cart Source here in Dayville. This place is awesome, Faith.
Hey, it's busy right now. People are turning in
They
now,
are,
getting
man.
golf carts. This is awesome.
So we may even leave with one ourselves. So anyway, come check out the Cart Source. We'll be back with more right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Looking for hometown service and name brands you can trust? Come to Presley Appliance and Furniture. From the best choice in appliances from Whirlpool, Maytag, Amana, and KitchenAid to home furnishings, Presley's is your one-stop shop for comfort and quality. And now we've added the Mattress Shop by Serta Simmons Bedding and top quality sheets and pillows from Caraloha. Shop Presley Appliance and Furniture on Cherokee Road in Alex City or online at PresleyAppliance.com. That's PresleyAppliance.com.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
At Southern Union State Community College, success isn't a solo journey. It's powered by something bigger. A herd of faculty, mentors, industry partners, and a community committed to helping you move forward. Whether you're earning a degree that prepares you for immediate entry into the workforce, transferring to a university, or learning a new skill, Southern Union helps you find your strength and run with it. Herd powered, performance driven. Southern Union State Community College. Apply today at suscc.edu.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes that are installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Hillaby Towers is an affordable senior citizens community located in Alexander City on Highway 22 East. Spacious one-bedrooms are available now. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today to find out more information on Alexander City's best-kept secret, 256-329-0552. That's Hillaby Towers in Alexander City.
Summer is on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
It's a great day for a new Chevrolet.
Truck Month is now at Glenn Smith in Opelika. We've got fresh new Silverado 1500s and 2500 HDs arriving daily. Plus, you'll get 0% financing on Silverado 1500s right now. Drive Chevy Equinox models from 3.9 financing. But wait, that's not all.
Enjoy no payments for 90 days.
Check us out 24/7 at glennsmith.com.
Get ready to smile.
On to the Auburn Blitz, 45 minutes left in our show today. We appreciate Glenda Mitchell so very much. Glenda Mitchell Law Firm, our partner here on everything Auburn Blitz. And Faith, the number to call for anybody that needs Glenda's help.
334-604-7927. That is for Alabama. And we'll throw you guys one over in Georgia at 678-721-0417. So make sure if you get in any accidents or if there's anything that you need to call Glenda Mitchell and her law firm for, they will come to you.
They will. I mean, again, fighting for you and we hope none of you are ever in a bad accident or have to deal with anything. But when you are, man, your mind's not where it needs to be. Your, traumatic situations. Let the business side go to Glenda. Let her make sure everything's being done correctly. And that's why she is all over the Southeast. And that's why when I pulled up at Truist Park last night for the Braves game, there was a Glenda Mitchell billboard over there. So everybody knows who Glenda is, and we're glad that she is our partner here on the Auburn Blitz. All right, let's talk about some of these recruits. We're going to get to baseball here in just a little bit, but 2 yesterday, Aiden Wiggins, which we had kind of talked about in passing. You and I went through the OVs, and he, frankly, I'll just admit, was not one that we concentrated on. There were so many more, and Lord help, I would have been so depressed. I think you probably would have too if Isaac McNeil, after all the time we'd spent over the last 2 weeks on him, he had flipped and gone somewhere else. I think you and I probably would have been just a wee bit disappointed. So
yeah, probably a little bit, but definitely think that he is someone that can make such a big impact and is going for the right reasons to Auburn. But Aiden Wiggins, somebody that we barely touched on. What is it that you'll be getting in him committing to Auburn?
I put on our graphic, you're getting a ball hawk, and that's what you get. I like his size. He's 6'1", 183 pounds. Again, when you look at it, you go into the state of South Carolina, and Clemson's faltering. South Carolina's not very good right now. He's one of the top players, one of the top 15 players in the state of South Carolina. You go in and get him. He was down to Clemson and Duke and Cincinnati. And look, Duke is a team, I said this on the podcast this morning, that's making waves. Like, you're seeing Duke in these big battles now. Yeah. We saw Duke kind of camp out at Ben Russell for a week and a half. They had a coach here. They made
offers.
Absolutely, several offers to guys here. They're making waves because they're not just a basketball school anymore. They're putting their money into football as well. So you go in and get a guy that's maybe a little bit underrated at a 3-star. Again, camps and things this summer, there'll be a reeval. We'll see if he'll get a 4-star. But I just read so many good things about Aiden Wiggins before we really even talked about him, Faith. And to be honest, when I'm like, South Carolina kid, Clemson wants him, probably going to be tough. Not with this coaching staff.
No, I mean, they're going out there and getting who they want, what they want. And I think with this guy, what you're getting is somebody who we keep saying has a high football IQ, but knows the game, has that skill set in his mind already, and is a natural football player. And whenever we say that, it's like, okay, really, what does that even mean? I mean, you are getting somebody who truly is so invested into the game, and again, maybe underrated, but has everything just naturally come to him.
Right. When you look at the ability to lock guys down, when you turn the film on with Aiden Wiggins, that's what you see. He's got the opportunity to put on 10 or 15 more pounds. I don't know that he does. He's at 183. Probably could use a little bit more, but 6'1's got a good wiry frame out there at cornerback. So I think he's a guy that, again, was maybe a little under the radar even for us when we were going through these OVs. But I think he's a tremendous pickup. I think Auburn, when you look at what they have now as the number 19 ranked class, with that addition of him and Isaac McNeil, Auburn up to 12 commitments now, Faith. And you and I thought maybe it's going to be around 16 or 17. It's hard for me to believe you're just going to stop at 17 now. I mean, 17 visitors in this first official visit weekend, 7 commitments. 7 of the 17 either were already committed to Auburn or committed during their visit or right after their visit.
So out of the 12, how many are on the defensive side of the ball?
A majority of them. I mean, you got a couple running backs that you have. You got a quarterback in Gary Chapman. And then you got maybe, do you have 2 offensive linemen?
Yeah.
Okay, so almost half and half. I mean, right at half and half.
So
right
I guess the first half really was focusing on offense, and then now this last half you've been focusing on defensive side of the ball and what you can add there to that room.
And we have 2 more guys that we're going to go see next week. Is it next week or the week after?
Next week.
It's next.
No. Week after.
It's the week after.
Yes.
Yep. The 2 kids, Jaden and Deshaun from Prattville, 2 very highly ranked. Deshaun Hall was in on this past week's official visit. Apparently had a very good time. He's a heavy lean to Tennessee, but just everything that we had come back to us information wise is that, man, he had a great time, enjoyed his time with his staff. You saw Coach Golish in the pictures with him.
Mm-hmm.
I think they took him out for dinner as well. There was a lot of courting on Deshaun. And then his teammate Jaden will be coming in a couple of weeks. And, again, this is another Georgia guy. This is another guy that Georgia really wants, and Jaden Appreciate Bailey. And he's a top safety. And can Auburn spin that in their direction? I mean, these are guys that you got 3 more really big official visit weekends coming in. Auburn got 7 guys in the first weekend.
How is it competing with a program like Georgia as a program like Auburn that hasn't had a very successful last couple of years? How is it that you feel like you're always in the mix-up with teams like Georgia, Alabama, the one kid with Miami?
Yes.
I mean, you've got so many different high-quality programs that, have been successful the last couple of years, and you've got Auburn thrown in there.
Well, I can tell you this, it's getting tougher and tougher the more years go by, and you don't hold up your end of the bargain. So, again, I know we say it, and we kind of felt, and I still feel like last year was extremely urgent for Auburn football. And then you saw the change. A change had to be made after that disastrous Kentucky game. And then you bring in Alex Golish with a new philosophy, a young guy that kind of has taken on the persona of these players he's getting. Maybe he's a little undersold. Maybe everybody thinks he's getting a shot at a big boy school. We'll see what happens. Well, you know what? Maybe he sees something in himself in some of these kids he's recruiting. Some of these guys that probably deserve a 4th star like Nash Johnson, but is 6 foot 170, and the recruiting guys go, well, I don't know. And then you turn the film on and you go, okay, he's a gritty SOB. He's going to get after you. And maybe that's kind of what he sees. He sees himself in some of these guys.
Just categorizing these guys by paper versus by film, and having that be in addition to what you read on paper, what you see, maybe physically. But until you turn the film on, until you bring them in there, until you get to really lay eyes on them, go to them and see them in practice in their element, that might be where Alex Golish is saying, hey, I'm doing my due diligence of going out there and turning film on, making it worth my time with these guys. And they're the ones that probably are going to work a little bit harder because they don't have that extra start. They don't have that extra acknowledgement from everyone.
All right, we're going to take a break here on the program. Again, we're way behind on TV. We apologize. Everything brought to you by the Glenn Mitchell Law Firm. We'll be back with more live on location at the Cart Source right after this.
Chick-fil-A is always the best option when you're on the go, but they are also great when it comes to planning your next event, from tailgating to birthday parties to weddings. Call Chick-fil-A Alexander City at 256-289-7955 for catering, or order on the Chick-fil-A app. Make sure to choose the Alexander City location and have your catering order ready to go. Nugget trays, mac and cheese trays, fruit trays, cookie trays, gallons of our famous lemonade or tea, and chilled grilled chicken sub sandwiches, and a lot more options. Make it Chick-fil-A Alexander City for your next event.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, we care about the air you breathe. Call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe. Call Sensagreen.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
There's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes. They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
This is Kathy Holmes with Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Jeff Verner and I opened in East Montgomery 25 years ago and have become the premier butcher shop, wine retailer, and caterer in the River region. We are excited to invite you to our newest location at 2459 East Glen Avenue in Auburn, Opelika. We want to become your one-stop shop for the freshest cuts of meat in town, grab-and-go casseroles, gift items, and the best wine selection in the area. Think of us when catering your next event. Check us out online at steaksandwine.com for daily lunch specials and details on upcoming wine tastings and fun events.
Looking for the perfect spot to unwind? Welcome to Bunkers. Our friendly staff and vibrant atmosphere make Bunkers the ultimate hangout space for all ages. With 6 state-of-the-art golf simulator stations, you can play around with friends no matter the weather. Enjoy mouth-watering food and a wide variety of handcrafted mixed drinks. With our attached parking deck, access is always hassle-free. Make your next night out unforgettable at Bunkers.
Henderson & Coker is a premier custom general contractor located in central Alabama. With over 50 years of industry experience, Henderson & Coker has been crafting stunning custom residential and commercial spaces for families and businesses throughout Alabama and Georgia. If you're in the market for a top-of-the-line luxury home or specialized commercial work, contact the experts at 256-750-7383 and check them out on the web at hendersonandcoker.com.
Join the 43rd Alabama State Games, June 12th through 14th, 2026. Compete in Olympic-style events and support Alabama youth sports. Discover the power of sports. Registration opens March 1st at alagames.com.
Back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz, halfway through our show.
Which means it is Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine time. June, they have so many cool, fun events and specials. Is it? Oh, well, yesterday they had Wine 101. But this weekend they're going to have the Barbecue Duo special.
I was wondering if you were going to say, oh, well, that was over. Anyway, you still got so many great things to go.
You do. And this weekend, when you're watching baseball, you can go and have a Barbecue Duo special for just $18.99. Pulled pork sandwich, 4 wings tossed in barbecue sauce, and you can add, oh my gosh, the fries. Oh,
Can I just say, let me just put something in comparison. I'm not going to say the barbecue place that I went to, but I got a barbecue. I got the wings, and the wing plate was more than this, and you get the dual thing. You get the sandwich and the wings, and you get to add the fries for $3 more, and you can do loaded fries for $5. But man, like, their prices just are unbeatable.
All right, well, I'm about to do you another one. Prices that are unbeatable. A free wine tasting on June 12th.
Who ain't going to that?
I mean, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., we'll talk about that. The closer it gets.
Oh, my God, the next one for you.
I know. June 12th through 13th, that weekend, is the ribeye steak sandwich special.
Are we on location that week? I mean, don't we need to schedule an on location?
Oh, it's already scheduled. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, of course, all you fathers out there, June 19th, 20th, they're going to have Father's Day specials. Then they got the fish and shrimp fry. Man, it's always something.
So it is, but it's always good things at Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine.
Right.
So make sure you head over there. We're going to talk about it more and more throughout the month.
There's your Father's Day specials. The barbecue backyard bundle. I wonder if, 4 people, $85 for 4 steak patties, 4 burger patties, and 4 of those pork chops. Crap, the pork chops are $85 themselves. Like, I showed everybody the picture of my plate the other day. And then you can do the United We Grill box, which I like that. 2 16-ounce ribeyes, 2 steak patties, 2 Conecuh burger patties, and a pound of sausage for $90.
Okay, I'm totally going to get that one.
I think somebody I need to be getting that for Father's Day. But anyway, just a great opportunity to go to Pepper Tree Steaks and Wine. Montgomery and Auburn, can't beat it. All right, who's next on this list for Auburn? Man, just a heater right now for Alex Golish and this team. We're looking at 2 defensive guys. We're looking at Rion Jackson. It's either Ryan or Rion. Potato. I know it isn't to him, but it is to me right now. But we're going to go with Rion Jackson, 3-star edge rusher from Annapolis, Maryland. And then one that has – look, we're going to be looking at June 19th, James Pace from DeMatha Catholic. And, man, hey, look at the upgrade. It ain't just warm anymore. It is warmer. I don't think I've ever seen that. That may be the first time. I think they just added that. I really do. Our friends over at 24.
Are we going to get warmest?
How about just going and literally it went up a notch?
Are we going to get cool, warm, warmer?
We won't go cool then freeze because we're not bringing that up. But we're at warm, and then we were at now warmer. So I like that.
A different shade too of the warm.
Well, of course it is because it's just a notch
it's like
up.
Medium rare.
That's really what it is.
Medium well.
Well, this
done.
This is close to well done. You want
no, I thought this was like rare.
No, in recruiting you want it to be well done because it's going to be
okay. Okay. See, I'm thinking I want my steaks like.
I understand. I like my steaks, like medium rare too, but that would bet you down here at the bottom. Somebody's not paying attention to it. So, all right, we're going to go with the steak cooking analogy, and we're going to go. If your
segment's brought to you by Pepper Tree,
I would say it's medium well for him right now, and you want to get the well done.
I think you're right. Right on target there.
All right, so I heard. I'm going to save this. Remind me. I'm going to do some research before I say anything about it. I like to do that to people. All right. June the 19th will be his commitment date.
You heard that?
No, we've already said that. We knew that. But what is going to go on at the commitment date is what I'm going to wait and tell everybody. This is a first. I want to make sure I'm correct before I say it. No, but you don't even know what I'm saying.
So you're going to fact check
I'm
before you spread false information, potentially?
Correct.
Okay,
So
I like that. We do our due diligence over here.
Yeah,
We do our
just
research.
don't want to just throw out a bunch of mumbo jumbo. So we are up against another break because that segment was real short and now we're over here. So we're trying to catch up. There's so much to talk about. Make sure you come out to the Cart Source here in Dadeville. They got great selections. We'll talk more about them as we move along. Stay tuned. More to come here on Auburn Blitz right after this.
I'm Joseph Dean with Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation in Dadeville. We're located at 16797 Highway 280, which is on the corner of 280 and 49 North. With an on-site crematory in Opelika and a cemetery in Tallapoosa County, we are a full-service funeral home. To get in touch with us, feel free to come by or call us, 256-750-0381. And for any other questions, you can visit the website at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin.
Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check, rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
The all-new Winter Timber is now open. Located right next to the Walmart Market across from the Auburn Mall. If the outdoors is your lifestyle, Winter Timber is your new headquarters. From rifles, ammo, and hunting supplies, camo, and all the outdoor essentials, they've got it in stock and ready for you. Winter Timber is here to serve Auburn, Opelika, and the entire Lake Martin area, and they'll make the drive worth it. For the best selection and the best service in outdoor gear, one name says it all. Winter Timber, the best in outdoor needs.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Sentricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama. Summer is on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Lake Martin Mobile Detailing is the #1 auto and boat detailing company in Central Alabama. Don't trust your vehicle or boat to just anybody. Hire the professionals. Top-of-the-line ceramic coating, detailing, gel coat restoration, and paint correction gives you the options to take care of your boat or vehicle the right way. Located on Highway 63, just about 2 miles from Highway 280 in Alexander City, Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have you riding in style. Call them today at 256-794-2328.
During Dixie Electric Plumbing and Air Jurassic Challenge, replace your system by July 31st, and you could win up to $2,500 back for the oldest HVAC system or $1,000 for the oldest water heater. Call Dixie and it's done.
When you want quality, selection, price, superior financing, and a pain-free buying experience, look no further than Sons Automotive Group of Montgomery and Auburn. Sons of Montgomery offers the best selection of Kias, Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks. Conveniently located on Eastern Boulevard, Sons Ford of Auburn is the region's Ford volume dealer. And when you shop at any Sons location, they will maximize all incentives and financing options for anyone's credit. Whether Kia, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Montgomery, or Ford in Auburn, Sons Automotive treats you like family because they are family driven.
Everyone to the Auburn Blitz. Couple segments left on our show today. We appreciate J.A. Smith. Construction and excavation, no job is too big or too small. Make sure you call on them for all your site prep work. They'll come out and get it done, residential and commercial. And
Sense Green for air that's cool and clean. Call on Sense Green. They will be saving you hundreds, thousands, 17.
Okay, that sounded like they're saving you hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Hundreds, thousands of dollars.
Okay, there you go.
And make sure you go ahead and have them out before your air conditioning runs out.
Yeah. You don't want to be sitting there in a hot house, and trust me, that's coming. All right, so I was correct. I wanted to make sure I had heard that when you look at James Pace's Twitter page, his announcement date, June the 19th. It's at a bar. And I think it's Tom's Watch Bar, if I'm correct. But they're selling tickets if you want to go to James Pace's announcement day. So apparently, if you're going to go to that in person, you gotta get a ticket. And there's the link. And I clicked on it, so it's true.
How much do they cost?
I think it's $29, $0 to $29. Reserve a spot. I guess depending on where you sit, it's probably going to just say that. Yes, you can do the VI. It's $29. And so, and then
that's including food.
Yeah, exactly. And then you can get a photo op with James after for an additional $7. So, NIL is alive and well. So, you can go, but you still have to reserve. You can get in the place for free, but if you want a VIP ticket
with
food and all that, and it's limited seating, so you better go ahead and do that if you're planning on going to James Pace's announcement. And look, hey, when I click on the announcement date here, I found it somewhere else. Anyway, the hat he's holding in one hand is Auburn, and the other hat he's holding is Maryland. So
interesting.
I don't know that means anything. You can try to read into it, but Auburn now has the warmer notch for James Pace. So
can we read into that?
I have to read into that. Okay, that was a major deal there. I mean, I don't know that I've ever seen. I don't know if I've ever seen the
I don't think
there,
I've seen the warmer.
I need to talk to Jason and see when that came into effect. All right, let's talk baseball because man, we're almost out of time here on the show, and got a couple more minutes in this segment, and then we head over to our last segment. We're live on location at the Card Source, but pretty dang big weekend going on this weekend. Auburn hosting its second Super Regional in 2 years. Didn't work out for Auburn last year with Coastal Carolina. Ran up against a tremendous pitching staff. Now that shoe is on the Auburn foot. Auburn has the pitching staff everybody's kind of raving about. Didn't start off regionals that way, but it's really the only blemish Auburn's pitching staff's had. Kudos to Milwaukee. They came in playing hot. They put Auburn in the loser's bracket. Things kind of settled down. The last 3 games, Auburn only gave up 7 runs. So it got right back into the mode that they've been in all year.
The bats were hot. They were really swinging the bats, and things were going their way multiple times throughout last weekend. That's what you can hope for again. This weekend, it being at home, how much of an impact does that make?
It makes a huge impact. It sold out. It sold out in 1 minute. Did I read that right? Good Lord. I have looked at the forecast, and it's more of like today than it is.
Thank goodness.
And hopefully Auburn, you would love to win the first 2 games and not worry about that 3rd game. But if you had to go 3, you've got 4 guys that you consider are starters for you when you add Jackson Sanders in there. But Alex Petrovic's been the 3rd guy. Andres Alvarez, who I thought the second half of the year really had kind of evolved as the number 1 guy. And then Jake Marciano, who proud for him to come back off a terrible start. 29 pitches, to come back, go 5 innings, really kind of redeem himself in that last game against Milwaukee. But not many people and not many teams can say they got 4 guys they could run out there and go, hey, just go get it, man. See how far you can go. And Auburn has that luxury.
How hard is it as a pitcher to have that start that he did against Milwaukee in the very first game of the regional that Auburn's hosting, have the start that he did, give up as many runs as he did, and then go back the final day?
Things
have to see them again.
Pitching's similar to like kicking in football, a golf shot in golf. You shank one in golf, it becomes like you either sit there and mull over that and it carries into another bad shot, into another one, or you flush it and you get away from it and you say, hey, that's over with. Same with pitching. That's one start. Look at my body of work. That's not me. Give me the ball again. Let me go be who so it is tough though to overcome the mental part of that. I think a lot of times for athletes, especially in positions like pitcher or kicker or golfer or whatever, you got to really concentrate and kind of be able to turn the page. So he did it. He showed it.
He did. He did.
All right, we're going to take our final break here on the program. We're live on location at the Cart Source in Dadeville. and they are rolling carts in and out of this place. You can hear the traffic, and it's people pulling in this parking lot. So much going on out here at the Kart Source. You can be part of it. Stay tuned. One final segment coming up right after this.
At Central Alabama Community College, we provide a quality education that will set you up for success. Whether you're pursuing a degree or advancing your career with technical training, CAC offers premier programs at 4 campuses in Alexander City, Childersburg, Prattville, and Talladega. From industrial, electronics to machining, our students are prepared for the workforce or further education. At CAC, you'll enjoy vibrant campus life, exciting athletics, and personalized support, all at an affordable price. Your future starts here at CAC. Apply today.
Summer's on, and Royal Furniture is ready to celebrate 80 years of providing our customers top brand furniture at the industry's best prices. And now you can save huge with the 80th anniversary sale. At Royal, you always qualify for Royal credit terms, now up to 60 months at 0%. Save huge now and pay later at Royal Furniture, Auburn, Prattville, and Montgomery.
Bundle your home and auto and save money with State Farm's personal price plan. Contact State Farm agent Ron Carroll today at 256-378-6631 or visit him on Highway 280 in Childersburg. Prices vary by state, options selected by customer availability, and eligibility may vary.
For air that's cool and clean, call Sensi Green. For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
Turn to the experts at Sensagreen and find out how to get up to $1,000 in carrier cool cash rebates. Visit Sensagreen.com today to be worry-free when it comes to your home comfort and indoor air quality.
For air that's cool and clean, care about the air you breathe, call Sensi Green.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
Back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz final segment here on the show. Really, really nice day to be outside.
It is a beautiful day. Really happy to be here at the Kart Source. Don't think there's anywhere really else hopping the way that the Kart Source is right now.
So let's just take a look around real quick for all of you on TV. There is just golf cart after golf cart. And then right over here, as you can see, more of the same. And they've got them all in their showroom. Just, man, they are the premier golf cart superstore here in the state of Alabama, Faith, and nobody does it better. And Harrison's such a nice guy, and his staff down here, they'll take care of you as soon as you pull up on the property, they've got somebody coming to help you. And there's a lot to go through here, man. There's 4 different brands here: Cushman, Yamaha, Club Car, and Easy Go. They got 0% for 36 months on Easy Go, man, and the prices are phenomenal. And I've already spotted like 2 in there that I'm like, man, just need to see if we can work something out. But again, if you're looking for a golf cart, and if you're out in the country, you have a lot of land. They've got electric, they've got the gas powered, whatever one that you like, prefer.
You can also rent them. So if you have a wedding that you're going back and forth and you don't want your guests to be walking, rent from here.
And we were just at a wedding about a month or so ago, and the cart source had those golf carts running people back and forth to the reception.
There you go.
Because it was a long way to walk, I'm telling you. And so
at least you had the golf cart luxury.
Absolutely. And they loaded everybody up and everybody was happy. So come check them out down here on Highway 280 in Dadeville. Also the Glenda Mitchell Law Firm. Glenda Mitchell, fighting for you. You need an attorney that's going to take care of you in the time of need of a traffic accident, wrongful death, whatever it is that you might be going through. Glenda Mitchell is the law firm to call. So GlendaMitchellLawFirm.com, online, go check them out. Free consultations out there. So if you're just pondering on what you should do, they'll have somebody help you there and kind of help you make a decision. All right, Ole Miss coming in this weekend, and we'll talk more about it tomorrow, obviously, as we get ready for the game coming up on Friday. This is a team that it's a lot of all or nothing at the plate for them, too. I mean, they have struck out 635 times this year in 1,957 at bats. That comes out to a 32% of the time they're striking out. So 1 out of every 3 batters is K-ing. So, I mean, they have they very similar to Auburn, that it's either feast or famine. You have a big inning, and then you may go 4 or 5 innings and not do anything. So looking at some of the guys that you were talking about, Cade Ballou really found his bat in the regional. You also see Taylor Belza really came out of nowhere. And then you have a guy like Bub, he got 1 hit, and it's just baffling. And I'm just going to tell you, for Auburn to be successful moving forward, and by the way, saw the odds on that, and we were talking about that yesterday. Auburn's odds-on favorite to win the College World Series now. And again, when you look at that, to get to that point, you got to get to the College World Series. Bub's going to have to – Auburn's got to have Bub. Auburn, he is such a crucial part. They survived the regional without him because, like you said, a couple guys stepped up.
Yeah.
You can't go much longer without him.
And I think, too, you really have seen how in the infield, though, defensively, how these guys have made so many adjustments of being able to quickly make those throws to first base. I think before there were times where like one step really got them and caused them to get somebody on base. And I think you've seen that change a lot in the last couple of weeks. And I think you've got to praise, them for doing what the guys infield have been doing, not only offensively, but defensively there too.
Right. I totally agree. So, obviously we'll talk more about the Super Regional coming up on Friday, and we'll talk more about it tomorrow. But Auburn Golf National Championship today at 4:25 on the Golf Channel. Go to Bunkers. They have a big thing going on, watch party. It's an awesome opportunity to go out and hang out and watch Auburn go for another national championship. It'd be the second in 3 years for Nick Kleinert and this team. And, man, what a tremendous feat. What a tremendous season they've had. They had high expectations, Faith, but they're living up to them. Boy, they could just put the stamp on it today.
Yeah, so we're going to be watching out for that and seeing how that goes. It's exciting. But yep. I think this golf team's ready. I think Coach Kleinert's ready.
Everybody's always ready for a national title. So, hey, thanks to Harrison down here at the Cart Source for allowing us to come down here. Great partners of ours. Come check them out. The best golf cart superstore here in the state of Alabama. We're out of time for TV. And again, we appreciate all of you so very much. For Faith Richardson, I'm Brett Pritchard saying we've enjoyed it. We'll be out. See you next time for the Auburn Blitz.